Warmest greetings to all my incredible subscribers and new viewers alike. Greetings, viewers. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of Shchek and Khoryv in this video. Shchek and Khoryv were three legendary brothersoften mentioned along with their sister Lybid who, according to the Primary Chronicle, founded the medieval city of Kyiv, which eventually became the capital of Kievan Rus and present-day Ukraine. There is no precise and historically established information about the rule of Kyiv and the establishment of the city of Kyiv. Ukrainian. Kyiv was the legendary founder of Kyiv and the Kyiv dynasty, and the Prince Knyaz of the Polans. He was one of four siblings, brothers Shchek and Khoryv, and sister Lybid, who, according to the Primary Chronicle, lived in the Dnieper mountains and built a city on the right high bank of the Dnieper, named Kyiv, after the eldest brother. Kyiv was also named the founder of the town of Kyivets on the Danube. From Kyiv and his brothers the chroniclers deduced the Polans tribe. Now, let's shift our focus to historical background and embark on an intellectual exploration of its various dimensions. In the Primary Chronicle, which is traditionally believed to have been written by a monk of Kyiv cave monastery by the name of Nestor and finished in 1113, a special place is held by the legend of the foundation of Kyiv by three brothers. Nestor places those brothers onto various hills of Kyiv. Geographically, the old Kyiv is located on a higher right bank of the Dnieper, which is an extension of the Dnieper upland, where remnants of the Church of the Kyivets are located. The Chronicle further states that there were people who did not know what they were saying who considered Kyiv a mere ferryman. But it later claims that Kyiv, as a prince of his gens, was visiting Chargrad and received great honors from the emperor. Dmitry Likhachov combined attestations of the Nikon Chronicle, which also recounts that Kyiv with a great army marched on to Chargrad and received great honors from the emperor. During his expedition to Constantinople, Kyiv also founded a city of Kyivets on the Danube. Nestor also names the approximate date of the assault on Kyiv by the Khazar Empire as after the death of Kyiv, which supports Boris Rybakov's hypothesis of the 6th centuries. In his chronicle, Nestor does not indicate the date of Kyiv's death nor the existence or absence of heirs who continued to rule after his death. The chronicle does mention a meeting between local residents with the newly arrived Askold and Deir who asked them whose city Kyiv was, and received the answer that the three brothers who built it were long dead and the residents now paid tribute to the Khazars. However, the Polish historian Jan Długosz points out the Primary Chronicle that asserts, after the death of Shchek and Khoryv, their children and grandchildren who descended from them by direct lineage ruled for many years. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into text of Primary Chronicle. 3. Filed according to the Hypatian Codex. In this section, we'll be deep diving into archaeological excavations, unraveling its complexities and uncovering valuable insights. Archaeological excavations have shown that there was indeed an ancient settlement starting with the 6th century. Some speculate that Kyiv was a real person, a Knyaz prince from the tribe of the Polans. According to legend, Kyiv, the eldest brother, was a Polanian prince, and the city was named after him. In addition, the legend says that the appearance of a large city on the hilly banks of the Dnieper was predicted by Andrew the Apostle. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on historiographical interpretation. Many historians consider Kyiv and his rule circa the 6th century to be actual history. Among such historians are Boris Rybakov, Dmitry Likhachov, Alexei Shekmetov, Alexander Presnyakov, Petro Tolochko, and Natalia Polanska-Vasilenko. The names of Kyiv and his brothers have equivalents in an Armenian chronicle from the 7th century, History of Time, by Zenob Glak. In it, Kyiv and Khoryv have counterparts in brothers Kaur and Horion, while Polans is paralleled in the Bolamic district. An explanation for this can be found both in the common source probably Scythian of Ukrainian and Armenian legends, and in the common mythological plot used to explain the founding of the many cows that inhabit the city. The legend also has parallels in the Croatian Origo-Gentis of 5 brothers and 2 sisters Klakas, Lobalos, Kosances, Mauchlo, Kribatos, Tuga and Bauba from the 30th chapter of De Administrando Imperio by Constantine VI 10th century, and the Bulgarian apocryphal chronicle 12th century about the ethnicies of the Bulgarians. All 3 speak about people who migrated to a foreign land, whose leader was of the same name Ki in Kyiv, Kribatos in Croats, and Slav in Bulgarians, while Kievan and Croatian mention a sister. The female personality and number 3 can be found also in 3 daughters, youngest Libu of Duke Krok from Chronica Bomoran 12th century, 2 sons and daughter Krakus II, Lek II, and Princess Wanda of Krakus, legendary founder of Krakow from Chronica Su original Regum et Principum Poloni 8th century, and 3 brothers Lek, Shchek, and Rus from Wielkopolska Chronicle 13th century. Khoryv or Khoryv, and his oronym Khoryvitsia, some scholars related to the Croatian ethnonym of White Croats. Hayenko related his name, beside to the Croatian ethnonym, also to the solar deity Kaz. Near Kyiv there is a stream where previously existed a large village named Harvatka or Hrovatka. It was destroyed in the time of Joseph Stalin, which flows into Stuna River. Byzantine sources report that the Kievan prince Ki originally Kyiv was brought up at the court of Emperor Justinian I in his youth, converted to Christianity in Constantinople, and was educated there. He had the great honor of the king, received benefits in the lower Danube, where he founded the town of Kyiv, but due to resistance from local tribes could not gain a foothold there. That's why he returned home, where he laid probably rebuilt or moved from another city, his capital Kyiv. According to other Byzantine testimonies, he was a contemporary of Emperor Heraclius. As his contemporary John of Nick writes in detail, by the power of the holy and life-giving baptism he received, he defeated all barbarians and pagans. The friendly ties of the ancient prince with the Byzantine imperial court is evidenced by the Primary Chronicle. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into archaeological evidence. In the 6th to 7th centuries, the borders of 3 cultural groups of monuments converged on the Polans land Kyiv Oblast Prague, Penkiv and Koikin cultures, and in the 8th to 10th centuries Luka Rakovetska and Volintsevo culture. From the very beginning, Kyiv was the center of not one, but several tribal groups. As we progress, let's shine a spotlight on modern tributes and examine its intricate interplay within our topic. In addition to the respective hills and the river, there are Shchevitska and Khoryv streets in Kyiv's ancient neighborhood of Podol. In 1982, Shchek, Khoryv and Lybid were depicted standing on an ancient riverboat in a sculpture at the riverside of Novodnitsky Park. The monument to the founders of Kyiv, created by Vasil Borodai, soon became iconic for the city and has been used as Kyiv's unofficial emblem. In the Urs, another statue was installed at a fountain of the Maidan Nezelenosti. Stay connected and join our community by subscribing and following me on other platforms.